This is a follow-up to another video we had titled "Free Meat Birds for Life." It's our video we have that gets viewed the highest percentage. I think that video gets viewed 73%, which is the highest of all our videos. Normally we're in the 50 to 55% range. So if I want to get anything across, I have to say it in the first half of the video, which seems like a self-defeating cycle, but yeah, there we go, whatever. Just a real quick recap. I won't go over it all. You can go watch the old video. We got a bunch of leftover chickens from a chicken house, and we were going to raise them up and butcher them and see how it went. So this is kind of the wrap up on that. We got 60 chickens originally. We think we probably butchered about 20 of them, and we have 8 left. So of that 60, 32 were just a loss. Most of them just died and got buried in the garden and dug up by an animal. So this took a lot longer than I expected it to. I thought it was going to be a couple of weeks. If I were to do this again, I wouldn't do it again. But if I did do it again, I would be much more selective in the chickens I took. There was a huge size range in the birds that were there. I took everything I could get my hands on, little tiny ones, almost full-grown ones. That was a mistake. I should have only gotten the biggest ones. Most of the little ones died, and I just lost the feed or never gained weight, and I was butchering small, skinny chickens, which is very, very frustrating. So what else? I just got 60 is just too many birds. We're not set up to handle 60 birds. That's a lot of chicken. They produce a lot of manure. I mean, the coop was just disgusting. It was awful. No one wanted to go in there and deal with the birds. I didn't want to butcher them. They laid on the ground. They wouldn't sleep up in the roost because the regular chickens wouldn't let them up there. So they laid on the ground, and their bellies got encrusted in garbage. So you just hated dealing with the stupid things. If you wanted to do this, if you want to raise meat birds, I do suggest it. It's a great thing. Just get some chicks from a hatchery. You're not saving yourself any money. I bet chicks from a hatchery probably wouldn't cost much more than the gas it took me to drive down to this place and pick these birds up. So there you go. The Franken chicken thing, that's what these gets called sometimes. You know, they're not genetically modified. They're just bred. They're bred to be big and get big fast, like a horse, or a horse compared to a pony. They're not fed the antibiotics and the growth hormones that you hear about sometimes. It's not necessary. They're bred to do those things and whatnot, and it would just add expense to the chicken. So the chicken companies don't really do those things. I'm not saying that that's the best way to get your food, but it's not going to kill you because you eat processed chicken. There's a lot of myths surrounding the poultry industry. Know a lot of really good guys who work for the poultry industry. So anyway, we have a lot of chicken houses in this area. It's a big deal. So there you go. This is the free meat bird follow-up. Free meat bird for life. You could certainly have free meat birds for life if you wanted to. It's not worth your time and effort. There's much better ways to get meat chickens. What we're doing right now is one of the things I did wrong was these birds have to just be overfed. They have to get so much feed in order for them to put on that growth that they're bred for. And we didn't do that. We fed them like our normal chickens. We put them in with the normal birds eventually. And they weren't getting the food they needed to grow as fast as they did. So we've just decided this week, we put them in Sunday, and we started demand feeding them. We'll give them all the feed they want. We're keeping their feed full. And on Sunday, we're going to butcher them. We'll do a little update then, and we'll let you see what's going on. Learned a lot. I'm glad we did it. I have no intention of doing it again. Thank you, man.